What's up my people, my name is Spicy and today I have 8 stories coming out of the subreddit IDontWorkHereLady. The next goal for this channel is 2500 subscribers, and to celebrate this awesome milestone I will be giving away 4 Amazon gift cards because I could not make it without you. So if you enjoy my videos and want to support what we do here, leave a fire emoji in a comment and like this video. Congratulations TB for the comment of the day. I don't work here, lady. Just kidding. A few years ago, I was a customer in a store where the employees wear red shirts. I am not being intentionally vague. I cannot remember what store it was. Maybe Office Depot? I had a question about a product and I had seen employees smiling in their red polos when I entered the store. But as it goes, when I needed help, there was no one to be seen. I wandered for a minute and came across a man in a red shirt, not a polo, wearing a hand tag. None of the other employees had spotted earlier were wearing hand tag. This man had on different colored pants. So I politely asked him if he worked at the store. I could not read his hang tag. The conversation went as follows. Annoying man: no, I don't work here. This said in a scoffing tone. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Nah, I'm just kidding. I work here. Being socially awkward and all, I turned beet red and stammered some response. Actually, I don't really work here. I just like wearing red shirts and hand tags. I did not even know what to say at this point. Then, an employee wearing a red polo came out around the corner and called the annoying man by name, and they start joking with each other. The annoying man laughs again and turns back to me. I'm just kidding. I'm the manager. What can I help you with? Not be a jerk to your customers? That would be a nice start. Hold up, I don't think he was being a jerk. He was just joking around. Yeah, you did not fully understand the joke and it went on for a while, but it was a joke. Chill, it was a joke. I liked it. Let's get to the next story. Short and sweet. I had to stop by my local beer store after work the other day. As I was heading into the store, I ran into my son who was just leaving the store. So I stopped and chat with him for a bit. As we were talking, I watched a little old man slowly making his way into the store. I head in after him and go to the cooler and grab some beer. Make my way to the register, and little old gentleman is right in front of me. He says to the clerk, I need a 24 of London goods old, please. The clerk looks a bit confused, so I tell her that I will just run over and grab it for him. When I get back to the register, old guy says, I have to pay for it first, but do you mind bringing out to my car for me? I tell him, I don't mind at all. If you want to head out to your car, I will pay for mine and bring yours out when I leave. He finally really looked at me. Aren't you working? Nope. I don't actually work here. I work down the street, but I don't mind helping you out. Oh well, that's very nice of you. Thank you. Finished with my transaction and brought his leanies out to him. We chatted for a bit. His name is Bob. He's 93. Lost his wife to Alzheimer's a few years back. He tries to get out and be active. Likes to have a couple of beers. Super sweet guy. My new travel jacket. I have a really cool black corset jacket that's chic and a little gaudy. I wear it with a beautiful vintage rhinestone brooch on the lapel. It is so versatile that I can wear it for a meeting, for cocktails, or even on a casual day. I recently flew to a few cities to perform in a few gigs, and I wore this as my travel jacket. Before I boarded my plane at CFO, I got myself some breakfast at the airport. While eating, I looked at the receipt and noticed I got an employee discount. When I put it in my wallet, I noticed a receipt from JFK a few days prior that also showed an employee discount. I looked at other dining receipts from the other airports, and with the exception of one, they all showed employee discounts. I don't work here as a flight attendant, but I like the perks that come with wearing this cool jacket. What likely made it work was that I wore it with a silk scarf. My hair was either curled or in a neat chignon. Can't remember. I remember wearing a pencil skirt, comfy heels, and my trademark red lipstick. I'm sure smiling at the airport's workers who rang up my purchases helped a great deal. Happy styling with this jacket, or whatever blazer you have to pull this off. Yes, I work for the company, but not for this shop. So I work with a large supermarket company in the UK, and we also have a bank, and I usually carry my lanyard and work pass attached to my belt with the company's logo on the fabric part. So I went into one of our smaller stores on my way to work, and I got asked by a customer where some stuff was. Sorry, I don't work here. Yes, you do. You are wearing their logo and badge. Having to explain, yes, I do work for the company, but not for the store itself is hard. She expected me to help her just because I worked for the company. I explained that I have no idea where anything is, but did nicely direct her to someone who could help. Lesson learned to not have lanyards showing unless I am at my actual job. Snap snap. Found this subreddit and love all the stories in it. I have only ever had one I don't work here moment worth mentioning. It is short and sweet, but I think some of you might enjoy the immediate payoff. I was walking through a certain depot for home store. Can't remember what I needed, but it was on a further back aisle. I looked nothing like an employee, their uniform being an orange apron with a store name on it. As I walked through a lumber aisle to get to the back, a man talking loudly on his cell phone looks at me and raises his hand towards me. And he points at a piece of wood. And I gave him a middle finger. He just stared at me wide-eyed and open-mouthed as I walked right past him. Servers should serve customer anywhere, anytime. Lady, what? Just something that my friend brought up that I remembered. I work at a seafood restaurant, so I wore a uniform that consisted of a lime green shirt and black pants that day. After I was done with my shift, I picked up my friend and we decided to go to a local Italian fast food place to get some takeout. She was allergic to seafood, RIP. Otherwise, we would have gotten something from my workplace with an employee discount. After ordering, my friend and I sit at a nearby table and pull out our phones to trade Pokemon on Pokemon Go. Yeah, we play that game, Suez. I hear someone yelling, "Hey!" I don't think it was towards me, so I just paid no attention. It only got louder until the sound was right next to my ear. My friend and I finally looked up to see this fuming lady whose head literally looks like it's about to explode. "About time you pay attention! Why are you playing on your shift? I've been standing here for 5 minutes waiting to be served." The Italian place's uniform was similar to the seafood place, so I thought maybe the lady got me mixed up with the servers here. "Oh, sorry, I know we have similar uniforms, but as you can see," and I point at my seafood restaurant logo on my shirt, "I don't work here. Also, this is not a fancy restaurant. If you want to get served, you have to come up to the ordering desk." The lady just stares at me for a minute with this condescending look before saying this bombshell. "Well, you're a server, right?" "I'm not." "Well then, a server is a server. Go serve me now." My friend and I just stare at her back with this bewilderment look while we try to process what she had said. Not moving at all, while she got redder and redder. Our guardian angel, one of the servers from the Italian place, just crouches between her and our table and gives us our takeout. He gives us this wow look, as says a quick, "Have a food rest of your day," before turning to the lady and directing her to the ordering table. My friend and I take our takeout and begin to book it out of there. We hear the lady screaming, "Where do you think you're going?" And I yell back something along the lines of, "Away from the destroyer of brain cells, that's what." We got into my car and I just drove off of there to my friend's place. We have a great laugh afterwards. I told my coworkers at the seafood place the next day about this, and they had a great laugh too. The lady herself actually popped into the seafood restaurant a few days later and approaches the ordering desk when I was not looking. I turn around and we both kinda stare at each other for a bit. My manager walked by and asked what's up, and I told him it was the Italian restaurant lady. He snorted a little before walking away chuckling. The lady leaves shortly after without ordering anything. "Eat at Subway? You work there now." I was at my local Subway, just having some lunch before work. I was in a white button-down dress shirt and black dress pants, as per my job's uniform. Important for later. The cast: me is me, Crazy Lady is CL, Employee is E, and Manager is M. So I was sitting near the counter, enjoying my sub, when a huge crowd of people just came in. So pretty much everyone who works for Subway was all up front trying to get through this sudden lunch rush. I was just minding my own business when the Crazy Lady shows up. Also know that she is talking to me from the line. Shouldn't you be helping them? What? I was highly confused as to why she thought I worked there. The Subway uniform is green polo with brown dress pants. I, in no way, resemble them. "You heard me, you should be helping. It is so busy in here." She was literally whining at me. "Sorry lady, but I don't work here." I went back to playing on my phone, but she did not stop talking to me. "You really are being super lazy, and you should not ignore paying customers. So get your lazy butt up and help out." She shouted that last part, and now everyone was looking at us. I hate being the center of attention. "Look here lady, I already told you I don't work here. Now leave me to eat my sandwich in peace." I was not shouting, but I did raise my voice a bit, hoping to get my point across. She huffed at me and crossed her arms. She opened her mouth to say something, but an employee spoke up. "Madam, she does not work here, so please leave her alone." "Shut up! Of course she works here." "What makes you think she works here?" "I see her all the time. Only an employee would be there as much." "Yeah, I tend to come here for lunch, since it is literally like only 5 minutes from where I actually work. Plus, I love Subway. That's when the manager came out of the back. What seems to be the problem? I can hear shouting from the back. Your employee, she points right at me, is refusing to help me. Yeah, lady, she does not work here, and if this continues any longer, I would have to ask you to leave. The manager looked absolutely done. I don't know if the lady finally got the idea or just gave up, but she finally shut up and I was able to finish my lunch in peace. Treat servers with respect. In my early 20s, I worked away from home a fair bit and was put up in hotels by my company. One morning, as I dressed up for work in an unusually, for the company, smart hotel, I realized I was putting on a white blouse and black shirt. I went down to breakfast, got a table, ordered coffee, and went to get my buffet breakfast. Lovely fresh fruit and natural yogurt. I moved over to the juices to pour myself a French orange juice. A young woman who was pouring milk on her cereal said over her shoulder without even looking at me or what I was doing, "Could we have some more milk here?" Quick as a flash, I replied, "I'm sure if you ask a waitress, they'd be only too pleased to get you some." I took my poured juice and turned to walk to my table as the woman turned bright red and started her apology. Moral of the story: treat servers as the people they are. Look at them when you make your request and may save yourself some embarrassment. This story is old but still makes me laugh every time I think how embarrassed that poor woman must have been to ask another guest for milk. Check out my playlist right here for IDontWorkHereLady videos. If you can show me some support by liking the video and subscribing, this will mean the world to me. Also hit the bell button to know when we post a new video and join the notification gang. Thank you again for watching this episode of IDontWorkHereLady. See ya!